Or maybe you felt your legs trembling a little when standing up after sitting for a while. You're not alone. Millions of seniors experience the same thing every single day. But here's the truth. It's not just age. And it's definitely not something you just have to live with. Hi there, I'm your name, and welcome to Wise Years, where we talk about real solutions to help you stay active, independent, and, most importantly, happy. I know firsthand how frustrating it can be when your legs don't feel as steady or strong as they used to. Maybe you've had to give up walking with friends, gardening, dancing, or even just feeling confident when climbing the stairs. Those simple joys, they start to feel harder. And the worst part, many of us quietly accept it, thinking it's just part of getting older. But what if I told you that much of this weakness, those annoying cramps, and even that stiff, wobbly feeling could actually be linked to something simple? Missing vitamins? Yes. It could be that your body is just lacking a few key nutrients that help your muscles, nerves, and bones work together like they used to. Today, we're going to uncover the 7 most powerful vitamins that can help you strengthen your legs, reduce cramps, and get you moving with confidence again, without depending solely on medications. And I don't just want to tell you about them, I want to hear from you. Have you ever struggled with leg cramps? Do your legs sometimes feel weak, heavy, or unreliable? Share your story in the comments. Wise Years is about helping each other, learning together, and making sure no one feels left behind. I read every comment personally. And before we jump into today's life-changing tips, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You deserve to know every small, natural secret to stay strong, mobile, and joyful. All right, ready? Let's get those legs feeling strong again, together. You see, when our legs start to feel weak or cramp unexpectedly, it's easy to blame it on just getting older. I've heard it 100 times. Well, that's just part of aging, isn't it? But here's what most people don't realize. It doesn't have to be. Your legs are more than just muscles and bones. They are your freedom. They take you to the kitchen to make a warm cup of coffee in the morning. They help you stroll through the park with friends, play with your grandkids, dance to your favorite oldies, or simply move around your home without worrying about falling. But when leg cramps, shakiness, and weakness show up, it's like someone is quietly stealing those little joys, piece by piece. Many seniors stop doing things they love, not because they want to, but because their legs just aren't cooperating the way they used to. And let's be honest, it's scary. A sudden cramp can leave you frozen with pain. A small stumble could turn into a life-changing injury. But here's the good news. There's hope, and it's simpler than you might think. The truth is, many of the most common leg problems in seniors, weakness, cramps, balance issues, are often made worse or even caused by missing vitamins. Not a disease, not just age. Nutritional gaps can make a big difference, and filling them can change how you move, how you feel, and how much joy you get out of everyday life. You deserve strong legs, steady steps, and the freedom to do the things you love, whether it's gardening, walking, traveling, or simply standing tall with confidence. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about the 7 essential vitamins that help protect, repair, and strengthen your legs naturally. These vitamins aren't fancy, complicated, or expensive. In fact, most of them are easy to get once you know exactly what to look for. And remember, you're not alone. Here in the Wise Years family, we support each other. So don't be shy. Have you ever avoided an activity because you were afraid your legs wouldn't hold up? Share with me in the comments below. You might just inspire someone else to take action today. Now, let's get into the first and maybe the most powerful vitamin for leg strength. Let's start with one of the most important vitamins for seniors and the most overlooked, vitamin D. You might know vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, but it does far more than most people think. It's not just about bones, it's about strength, balance, and keeping you on your feet. As we age, something happens quietly. Our skin doesn't make vitamin D from sunlight as well as it used to. We also tend to spend less time outdoors, especially if we've had past falls, mobility issues, or concerns about skin cancer. Slowly but surely, our vitamin D levels drop, and so does our leg strength. Low vitamin D is one of the biggest hidden reasons seniors feel weak, wobbly, or unsteady on their feet. Studies have shown that seniors who are low in vitamin D are much more likely to have trouble with balance, muscle weakness, and even falls. And here's the thing. These problems aren't always blamed on the vitamin. Instead, people often say, well, I'm just getting older. But the truth is, it's not just age. It could be that your muscles simply aren't getting the help they need. Vitamin D is essential because it helps your muscles contract properly, supports fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for quick reactions when you lose balance, boosts coordination between your brain, nerves, and muscles, strengthens bones by helping you absorb calcium properly, reduces muscle pain and inflammation. My friend Carol, who's 72, used to struggle just getting up from her favorite armchair. She felt like her legs had simply run out of steam. After checking with her doctor, she learned her vitamin D was very low. Within just a few months of safe sun exposure, adding vitamin D-rich foods, and using a small supplement, she was walking through the farmer's market again without worrying about losing balance. So how can you safely boost your vitamin D? Get sunlight. About 15 to 30 minutes a day, especially on your arms and legs, can give you a natural vitamin D boost. Morning or late afternoon is best. Eat vitamin D-rich foods, salmon, mackerel, sardines, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. Consider a supplement. Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU daily for seniors, but always check with your healthcare provider first. And remember, if you're not sure about your vitamin D levels, a simple blood test can give you clarity. Don't guess. No. Quick question for you. Have you ever tested your vitamin D levels? Or maybe you've already noticed you feel stronger when you spend more time in the sun. Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. Next, we'll talk about another powerhouse for your legs, one you might not expect. Now, let's talk about an old friend, calcium. When you hear the word calcium, you probably think of bones first, and you'd be right, but that's just part of the story. Calcium is not only about bone health, it's also about muscle strength, leg power, and freedom. You see every single step you take, every time you rise from a chair, climb stairs, or even tap your foot to your favorite music. Calcium is working behind the scenes. It's the mineral that tells your muscles when to contract and when to relax. Without enough of it, your legs might cramp, feel sluggish, or struggle to support you properly. Here's something most seniors don't realize. After age 50, we naturally lose bone mass year after year. For women after menopause, this happens even faster. That's why leg fractures, hip fractures, and stress fractures become more common. A simple trip or misstep could lead to a painful, even life-changing injury. But it's not just the bones. Calcium also plays a crucial role in preventing leg cramps and muscle weakness. When your calcium levels are too low, your muscles can't function smoothly, leading to those sudden, painful cramps that wake you up at night or make walking harder than it should be. My Aunt Betty, who is 76, used to suffer from leg cramps every single night. She thought it was just old age. But when her doctor checked her calcium levels, they were much lower than ideal. After adding more calcium-rich foods and a small supplement, those nightly cramps, they faded away. And today, she's back to enjoying her daily walks, pain-free. So, where can you get this vital mineral? Dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese are still some of the best sources. Leafy greens such as kale, bok choy, and spinach can pack a punch too. Canned sardines and tofu are excellent choices, especially for those who prefer non-dairy options. Fortified plant-based milk is also a good alternative. And don't forget, calcium works best with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb it properly. They're like partners. Now, here's a little-known fact. Calcium from food is usually better absorbed than from supplements alone. Still, if you're not getting enough through your meals, a moderate supplement may help. But always talk to your doctor first to avoid overdoing it. And here's the real secret. Calcium isn't just about what you eat. It's also about how you move. Gentle exercises like walking, resistance bands, or even light gardening help your body put that calcium to good use by strengthening your bones. So let me ask you, have you been paying attention to your calcium intake lately? Or maybe you've experienced those stubborn leg cramps too? Drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear your story, and you might just encourage someone else watching today. Up next, we'll reveal a vitamin that has nothing to do with muscles, but everything to do with how your nerves tell your legs to move. It's one you don't want to miss. Alright, now here's where things get even more interesting. Let's talk about a vitamin you may not have thought about when it comes to your legs. Vitamin B12. You see, vitamin B12 isn't about muscle strength directly. It's about the silent messenger that connects everything. Your nervous system. Without it, your brain can't properly tell your legs what to do. And without those clear signals, your legs may feel tired, heavy, or even numb, like they're not listening to you anymore. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, "My legs feel like they're full of sandbags," or "I just don't trust my legs like I used to." Often this isn't just normal aging. This could be a vitamin B12 deficiency sneaking up on you. Here's why. As we get older, our bodies have a harder time absorbing B12. It's not your fault. It happens naturally. The stomach produces less acid, and some common medications like antacids or heartburn pills make it even harder for your body to pull vitamin B12 out of food. And this is serious. Without enough B12, your nerves can't send strong, clear messages to your muscles. Your balance may suffer. You may feel tingling, numbness, or even weakness in your legs. You might find it harder to walk smoothly, or you may stumble unexpectedly. But here's the hopeful part. This is often fixable. My neighbor George is 74 and one of the most cheerful people I know. Last year, he started having trouble walking. He said his legs just weren't listening. After a checkup, his doctor found his B12 levels were way too low. George started eating more B12-rich foods and took a simple supplement. Within weeks, he said, "It feels like someone gave my legs new batteries." So where does B12 come from? Lean meats like chicken and turkey fish, salmon, tuna, and trout eggs, and dairy-fortified cereals and plant-based milk. B12 supplements, especially helpful if you have trouble absorbing it naturally. And the best part? Vitamin B12 is very safe to supplement. Your body will simply get rid of the extra if you don't need it. But here's my gentle nudge. Don't just guess. Talk to your doctor and ask about checking your B12 levels, especially if you've been feeling unsteady, numb, or weak. And let me ask you, have you ever experienced numbness, tingling, or that heavy leg feeling? Go ahead and share your story below. You might be surprised how many others in the Wise Years community are going through the exact same thing. Next, I'm going to share the cramp-fighting mineral you've probably heard of, but you may not realize just how powerful it can be for your legs. Now, let's talk about the vitamin that's often called the muscle whisperer, magnesium. If you've ever been jolted out of a peaceful sleep by a sudden sharp leg cramp, or if you felt your legs twitching, tightening, or just plain stiff, there's a good chance your body is calling out for more magnesium. Magnesium plays a behind-the-scenes role every time you move. It helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Without it, your muscles can go haywire, tightening when they shouldn't, cramping out of nowhere, or feeling fatigued even after a short walk. It's like driving a car with bad brakes. You don't feel safe. I'll never forget my dear friend, Mary. She's 69 and the most active person I know, always out tending to her garden. But last year, she started waking up every night with leg cramps so bad, they'd bring tears to her eyes. She tried stretching, drinking more water, even massages, but nothing worked. When she finally talked to her doctor, the answer was so simple it shocked her. Magnesium deficiency. A few changes to her diet and a gentle magnesium supplement later, she said, "I finally sleep through the night again, and I'm back to planting flowers without worrying about cramps." Here's the thing. Magnesium deficiency is incredibly common, especially among seniors. Why? Stress depletes magnesium fast. Many common medications, like diuretics and acid reducers, lower magnesium. Diets today often fall short of magnesium-rich foods. Low magnesium can lead to frequent leg cramps, muscle stiffness, restless legs, fatigue during daily activities, even balance problems. But the fix can be wonderfully simple. Some of the best magnesium sources are leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, avocados, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds and almonds, beans, lentils, and whole grains. And when needed, a gentle magnesium supplement. Magnesium citrate or glycinate is often easiest on the stomach. Here's something seniors love hearing. Restoring magnesium levels often leads to almost immediate relief. I've seen it time and time again. The cramps lessen, the legs feel lighter, and even sleep improves. When you're choosing a supplement, always start with a small dose and check with your doctor, especially if you're on medications. So tell me, have nighttime cramps been waking you up lately? Or have you ever noticed your legs feeling tired faster than they used to? Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. And who knows, your story might just help someone else watching today. Next, we're moving on to another mineral that's essential for keeping your legs cramp-free and steady. And it might surprise you. Now, let's talk about potassium, one of the most underrated minerals when it comes to leg health, but one that plays a big role in keeping your legs strong, steady, and cramp-free. Have you ever stepped out of bed, stretched, and suddenly, bam, a painful leg cramp hits you out of nowhere? Or maybe you've noticed your legs feeling weak and shaky after standing for just a little while. If that sounds familiar, potassium could be the missing piece. Potassium is like the traffic controller for your muscles. It keeps everything flowing smoothly by balancing fluids in and around your muscle cells. Without enough potassium, muscles don't contract and relax properly, which is why low potassium often shows up as sudden, sharp cramps, stiffness, or trembling legs. But here's the tricky part. Many seniors unknowingly run low on potassium. Why? As we age, our kidneys may not regulate potassium as efficiently. Common medications like diuretics can flush potassium right out of the body. Many seniors unintentionally eat fewer potassium-rich foods due to changing appetites or dietary restrictions. My Uncle Jim, who's 78, struggled with leg cramps for years. He used to tell me I could walk fine, but the cramps would sneak up on me like a thief at night. When he started eating more potassium-rich foods, just simple changes like adding sweet potatoes, spinach, and bananas, the cramps eased up within weeks. He couldn't believe how much better he felt. Potassium does more than stop cramps. It also helps your muscles move smoothly, supports proper nerve signaling, so your legs respond when you need them to, helps your bones stay strong by balancing the body's acidity, keeps your legs from feeling stiff or trembling after standing too long. So, where can you find potassium naturally? Bananas. Of course, they're famous for it. Sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. Skin-on, spinach, kale, and other leafy greens. Oranges and citrus fruits. Avocados, beans, and lentils. And here's some good news. Most seniors can get enough potassium just through food, without needing supplements. In fact, potassium supplements should be used cautiously and only under a doctor's guidance, because too much can cause heart problems. Let me ask you, have you ever tried adding more potassium to your meals to calm down leg cramps or shakiness? I'd love to hear if it made a difference. Leave me a comment. You never know who else you might help today by sharing your story. Next up, we'll cover a vitamin that helps direct all these minerals to exactly where your body needs them. And it's often forgotten. Now, let's talk about one of the most surprising and often forgotten vitamins when it comes to leg health. Vitamin K. Most people, even many doctors, talk about calcium and vitamin D when it comes to bones and muscles. And yes, they're essential. But without vitamin K, calcium might not go where it's supposed to. Think of vitamin K as the traffic cop that tells calcium, go to the bones, not the arteries. When you don't have enough vitamin K, calcium can end up building up in places you don't want, like your arteries, leading to stiffness, poor circulation, and yes, even leg pain and weakness. On the other hand, when calcium is properly directed to your bones, your legs stay strong, stable, and flexible. For seniors, this is incredibly important. Vitamin K helps strengthen bones by making sure calcium binds properly, keep joints more flexible, support balance and coordination, lower the risk of fractures and falls. I want to share a story about one of our Wise Years community members, Eileen, who's 71. She used to have knee stiffness so bad that getting up from her favorite chair felt like a chore. Her doctor recommended that she increase her intake of vitamin K, mainly through food. Within a couple of months, Eileen noticed she was moving around more easily, with less stiffness and less worry about stumbling. Vitamin K also plays a role in preventing falls, something every senior is concerned about. Recent studies show that vitamin K may help improve leg strength and muscle coordination by regulating calcium inside muscle cells. This means your legs respond better when you need them to, like catching your balance when you step off a curb or stand up quickly. So where can you get this magical little vitamin? Leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens, broccoli and Brussels sprouts, egg yolks, aged cheeses. And if you enjoy fermented foods, natto, a traditional Japanese food, is one of the richest sources of vitamin K too. You may have heard that vitamin K can interfere with blood-thinning medications. That's true. So if you are on medications like warfarin, be sure to talk to your doctor before making big changes. But don't worry, you don't have to avoid vitamin K. You just need to manage it smartly. Let me ask you, have you noticed stiffness or knee trouble lately? Or maybe you've never thought about vitamin K before. Share your thoughts below. You might inspire someone else who's been silently dealing with the same thing. Coming up next, we'll talk about the last vitamin, one that helps your legs stay energized and less tired, even during simple daily tasks. And now we've arrived at the final vitamin on our list, vitamin B6. It might not get much attention in everyday conversation, but for seniors, B6 can make a powerful difference when it comes to leg strength, stamina, and even the simple act of getting around without discomfort. Vitamin B6 is like a behind-the-scenes helper. It's essential for keeping your nerves and muscles working together smoothly. You see, strong muscles aren't enough on their own. They need clear, reliable signals from your brain to function properly. That's where B6 shines. Without enough B6, you may notice a heavy, tired feeling in your legs, numbness or tingling, especially in your feet and lower legs, muscle weakness, even if you've been eating well, slow recovery after walking or climbing stairs. My friend Walter, who's 75, once said to me, "I'm eating well, I'm moving every day, but my legs still feel like they're giving up on me." Turns out he was low in vitamin B6. After a few weeks of including more B6-rich foods and checking in with his doctor, Walter found himself walking longer distances without that dragging, heavy feeling. He even told me, "I didn't know how much I missed feeling like myself." So what exactly does vitamin B6 do? It helps your body build healthy nerves, allowing clear signals between your brain and muscles. It supports muscle repair, helping your legs bounce back after physical activity. It aids your body in using protein to maintain muscle mass. It reduces inflammation, which is often behind that stiff, achy feeling. Without enough B6, even simple activities like standing up from a chair or walking across the living room can feel harder than they should. The best part? Vitamin B6 is found in many everyday foods. Poultry like chicken and turkey fish, such as salmon and tuna bananas. Yes, they're good for more than just potassium potatoes, chickpeas, and fortified cereals. In most cases, you can get enough B6 through your meals. But if you have trouble absorbing nutrients due to age or digestive issues, a small supplement, under the guidance of your doctor, can make a big difference. And a little word of caution, more isn't always better. Very high doses of B6 over long periods may cause nerve issues. That's why it's important to stick to recommended amounts and check with your healthcare provider. So tell me, have you ever noticed tingling, heaviness, or unusual leg fatigue, even when you haven't done much? I'd love to hear your story below. You never know who in our Wise Years family could benefit from what you share. In just a moment, we'll put everything together. I'll show you how these 7 vitamins work like a team, helping you rebuild stronger legs and a more active life. Now you might be wondering, all right, I know about these 7 vitamins, but how do I actually use them together? Do I need to take a pile of pills every day? The good news? Absolutely not. These vitamins work best when they come from a combination of your meals, your daily habits, and, if needed, a little help from safe, well-chosen supplements. Think of them like a team. Individually, they each play a role. Together, they make your legs stronger, your balance better, and your daily life much more enjoyable. Here's a simple, realistic way to bring them all together without overwhelming yourself. Start with sunlight. Each day, try to spend about 15 to 30 minutes outside. Early morning or late afternoon is perfect. This helps boost vitamin D naturally, supports mood, and helps with balance. Eat the rainbow. No, I'm not talking about candy. I'm talking about colorful, nutrient-packed meals. Leafy greens for vitamin K and magnesium avocados. And bananas for potassium, fatty fish. Like salmon for vitamin D, B6, and B12. Sweet potatoes and beans for potassium and B6. Poultry, eggs, and dairy for calcium, B6, and B12. When you eat this way regularly, you're already giving your legs a powerful advantage. Supplements, your gentle backup. Sometimes, no matter how hard we try, our diet alone isn't enough, and that's okay. Seniors especially may need help with vitamin D because of less sunlight absorption, B12, since stomach acid decreases with age, magnesium, which is often lost due to common medications. If your doctor gives you the go-ahead, these can be safely added in small amounts to fill the gaps. No megadoses needed. Remember, supplements are helpers, not replacements. Food should still be the foundation. Nutrition alone isn't enough if the muscles and bones aren't being gently challenged. Simple activities like walking around the block, gardening, dancing to your favorite song, chair exercises all help put these nutrients to work, strengthening your legs and improving balance over time. Your legs will thank you. When these 7 vitamins work together, fueling muscles, strengthening bones, calming cramps, and sharpening nerve signals, many seniors notice fewer nighttime cramps, more stable steps, less leg fatigue, confidence returning in their daily activities. The best part? You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Small, consistent steps, adjusting meals, adding sunlight, moving daily, make all the difference. So tell me, which of these vitamins do you think you might be missing the most? Drop it in the comments below, and don't be shy. Your story could help someone else watching today. Next, I'll share a short story to show you how life can truly change when these nutrients come together. Let me tell you a quick story before we finish, and I hope it inspires you. Not too long ago, a Wise Years community member named Grace reached out to me. She's 70 years old, a proud grandmother of 5, and someone who loved spending time outdoors, especially walking along the little trail near her home. But over the past few years, things changed. Her legs started feeling weaker. She found herself cutting walks short, sitting more often, and even hesitating to play with her grandkids because she was afraid of losing her balance. At first, she thought, like many of us do, well, maybe this is just how getting older feels. But something inside her didn't sit right. She wanted to enjoy her life, not just get through it. After watching videos like this one and speaking with her doctor, Grace learned that she was low in several of the vitamins we've talked about today. Vitamin D, B12, and magnesium in particular. With small but steady changes, sunlight every morning, colorful meals filled with potassium and vitamin K, and a few safe supplements recommended by her doctor, Grace started to feel different. Little by little, she felt steadier on her feet. The cramps faded, the heaviness in her legs lifted. And do you know what she told me just a few weeks ago? I'm back to walking that trail again, slow and steady, but I'm doing it. And more importantly, I feel like myself again. Friends, that's why this matters. This is about more than vitamins. It's about getting your life back, one step at a time. It's about walking with confidence, enjoying time with the people you love, and doing the little things that make life joyful. So if you've been struggling with cramps, weakness, or feeling like your legs aren't quite what they used to be, I hope today gave you hope. It is never too late to take a small step towards stronger legs and a happier life. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you had a similar story? Have leg cramps or weakness ever held you back? Or maybe you found a tip that worked for you. Leave a comment below. I read every single one, and your story might be the encouragement someone else needs today. And remember, here at Wise Years, we're a family. We lift each other up. In just a second, I'll show you how you can make these tips part of your daily routine. No stress, no complicated changes, just simple steps towards stronger, steadier legs. But before we go there, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It helps us reach more seniors who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. I've got more life-changing tips coming your way. So my friend, remember, small steps lead to big changes. You don't have to do everything overnight. Just adding a little more sunshine, some magnesium-rich greens, or remembering to check your B12 levels could be the key to stronger, happier legs. If today's video helped you, please do me a small favor. Hit that like button. It truly helps this message reach more people who might be quietly struggling just like you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a single tip from Wise Years. I'm here every week, sharing easy, natural ways to help you stay active, healthy, and joyful in your golden years. Also, I'd love to know, which of these 7 vitamins surprised you the most? Have you tried any of them before? Share your thoughts in the comments. I promise, I read every word, and you might inspire someone else today. In the next video, I'll show you simple daily habits to keep your joints young, your movement smooth, and your legs pain-free, without fancy equipment or complicated routines. You won't want to miss it. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you soon.